And to say a huge thank you for joining us today at the very beginning. We're at the start of the next 3 years together. And I'm so pleased that we were joined today by our honourable guests from the Deputy Commissioner, the UNO who are here. We've had the Department of Fisheries joining us here also. We've had colleagues from our NGOs, many NGOs in the room, so many I can't remember all of them. Thank you so much. We've had colleagues from the financial sector here present today. We've had the media, the press, here today asking us the tough questions. Good, please, we welcome them because they're our joint questions. They're questions that we all have to be able to answer in the work that we do going forward. So a huge thank you for everyone for joining us today and for joining us right at the very beginning of our next 3-year journey. I'm also delighted that our colleagues from Trickle Up have joined us. They're supporting this project in 3 countries of the world, and we have a lot to learn from what is happening in Vietnam, what is happening in Mexico, what is happening in India. How can we bring that to Bangladesh? How can we make it relevant to the work that we do in Bangladesh? How can we bring those new ideas? So thank you very much. And of course to RDRS as well, a very special thank you. We're at the start of this new journey together for this particular project, and we very much look forward to working very closely with you. Kurugram is a very special place in Bangladesh. Bangladesh is enjoying fantastic economic growth, better than Europe, better than the States, better than many places in the world, 6% per year. But is everyone enjoying this growth? It's not the case. And so that's where we work in partnership together to ensure that we go the extra distance, we go the furthest reaches, we go to the Chor Islands, the most difficult places to get to. We reach the ultra-poor to support those people to be able to engage in and enjoy some of the fantastic growth that Bangladesh is experiencing. And that's not something that any organisation or any one actor can do alone. Not at all. And that's why the theme of today was particularly important, working together. And I'm very pleased to hear that the DC has very much encouraged that approach. How do we work closely with the local government to support 600 very poor women who are part of the BDG? How can we support them to transform their lives? How can we work with those 12,400 youth and women who perhaps experience cyclical poverty? So they're not always in extreme poverty, but they live right on the very margins. So any shock that happens, any big flood, as we well know this year happens, can then put them further back into poverty. How can we prevent them from going deeper and deeper into poverty, but to turn the story around so that actually they have the skills to be able to grow their own income, that they start to save. Saving is a special thing. Why is saving special? Because you're thinking about the future. And that's a very different thing to be doing. So how can we work with women to help them think about the future, to help them think that they can design their own future and to be empowered through that whole process? And we're all part of this journey. So thank you once again for coming today. My apologies, this is not in Bangla, this is in English. Maybe in the next 3 years, it'll be in Bangla. Yeah. That's my goal. But thank you very much for joining today. And please, keep your feedback coming. Keep your questions coming. Challenge us to think differently. Yeah. Challenge us all to think differently about how we can really make the most of the resources that we have, of our collective efforts, our skills, to really improve the lives of the most poor in the program. So thank you again for joining us today.